all of us?
Harvey's joining a little bit later, but we're live
Okay.
now. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
It's Alligator live stream today, so hello to everybody watching. We have a good amount of you guys on. Yeah. Just one quick housekeeping announcement is that we are doing one of the panel this week, which is on Friday, and it's going to be 3 hours earlier, so 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, aka 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's just some housekeeping updates, and that will be an in-character live stream.
Everybody's schedule is chaotic right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the thing currently. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. And I guess I need to update my name. Oops.
Hi, I'm Juniper. I use she, her pronouns, and my TikTok is @SierraQueen_God.
Hi, I'm Hazel. I'm Hazel the Radar on pretty much every platform, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, I go by Angel or Ava. My pronouns are he, she, they. My TikTok handle is silentx_xangel.
Oh no.
Help me.
They've lost rights. Okay, well, oh, they're back. Oh, they're not.
My Wi-Fi cut out. Hello. Do I introduce myself? Okay, I'm Kelpie. I use they, them, and I'm my ad is Kelpie_Lake.
Bonsoir. I am Caspian. I use they, them, and my TikTok is Artemis Outrider. I remembered it this time.
Yeah, so this is an Alligator panel. I just found out my schedule for my work week like yesterday and set up the panels, or the day for yesterday. So I'm just trying to do panels whenever I can squeeze them in, so we don't have to go an entire month and a half without panels. October is another housekeeping thing, I guess. October is going to be difficult. We're either going to be doing panels a couple hours early in October or only on weekdays, because I work weekends. So we'll see what we decide to do with that. But yeah, so that's the update. And then panel should resume as normal in November, like the second week of November. So. Yeah. Okay, someone's asking if we like baby ducks.
Baby ducks?
I like baby ducks. I don't really like adult ducks because they're usually kind of rude. But baby ducks are cute.
Ducklings are adorable.
Yeah,
Regular ducks are stupid. But I like them for that.
Better than Canadian geese.
Yeah, I don't like Canadian geese. They're technically an invasive species where I live. So it's They got relocated from the Hoover Dam in I don't know, sometime in the 1970s or something like that. And when they relocated them to where I live, which is very temperate, it turns out that it's not biological. Like the geese actually need their parents to teach them how to migrate. And then not only that, because it's so temperate up here, they got here and they're like, oh, you know what? It's warm. We can just live here year round. And now they never leave.
Oh no.
So you're saying they're a dam problem?
Yeah, yep. It's a damn geese problem. Yeah, so that's the situation on Canadian geese in the Pacific Northwest. And they destroy our parks with all of their droppings.
Hazel the Writer's live streams, fun and educational.
Yes.
Ducklings are very cute.
Yes. I'm just thinking about seagulls in town and how everybody hates them.
Oh, I actually don't mind the seagulls in my town.
They're just awful.
I did have one time.
No, they're getting too cocky.
I do know one time I went to Costco and got pizza. I had just a slice of pizza and I was trying to get everything in my car, so I set my pizza on top of my car. And also, I got a big thump on the roof of my car. A seagull had landed and was trying to take my pizza. Luckily, I rescued it in time. But
They're a really big problem in my elementary school. Like dive bombed students.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they've they've attacked my cousins at their school. Like like they the amount of like schools that I just like know had to reschedule like when they had lunch because the seagulls found out.
My brother just wasn't smart when we went to the beach.
No, don't mess with them.
Oh no, he had a sandwich. So, like 10 seagulls just chased him.
Oh yeah, I've always grown up very near the sea, no matter where I've lived, and oof,
They're awful.
seagulls. They'll get you.
I guess I'm spending this panel doing housekeeping stuff because somebody asked how you get to be on the panels, and we currently have applications for like panel stuff closed right now, except to like people that are like direct in contact with somebody else on the panels. So I will update if we ever open panel applications again. Right now we just have so many people like involved with the panels that it's just yeah. But if you are a cosplayer on TikTok that is interested in potentially doing more 24-hour live streams, we do elect some guests during those live streams, depending on the 24-hour live stream. However, we won't be doing another 24-hour live stream until November, so that's
what
the
I can't wait.
Also,
Chaos.
yes.
Yes.
It's actually a good thing we're not doing a 24-hour panel this month, because if so, I probably would have done everything in my power to make us play Among Us on the panel, which probably would not work very well in a live format. But we do have potentially some plans for PJO Among Us video stuff, but not in live stream format, because the logistics are difficult.
What was it?
Yeah, from
What is-
Darlene Jeffries. If you could spend the day with someone from the PJO universe, who would it be and why?
Don't know. What was it? What are the rules? Like, is it?
I don't.
Could I technically just go to Camp Half-Blood?
Yeah.
Would that work?
Or is it just like chilling, like hanging out together with friends? Like.
I feel like this would be like an all-day like friend date to the city or something, you know?
Oh, okay.
I feel I didn't make the question, but I feel like that's
No, because my mind went into two locations of either like, oh, you get to hang out with somebody you really like from the series, or you finally get to have at it with somebody that you hate from the series.
That just makes it harder to choose.
That's what I mean. Well,
Apollo, like godly form of Apollo.
oh my god.
I was about to say, which one?
Apollo and Mai's chaotic energy together.
Oh dear.
You guys already have chaotic energy together. What was it? I was gonna either say, because you were saying like a day out to town, like going out with like Percy and walking around like town together, because it would just be like getting a bunch of junk food going around and trying to get into places.
And try not to get attacked by monsters.
Yes, I imagine that wouldn't be a problem. But like, yeah, just like.
I just don't know if I don't know. My gut instinct is to say Reina, because I just love Reina so much. But also, I feel like I just would way too intimidated by Reina. And almost honestly any of the perceived accent characters, because I just would be like, I don't want to seem ridiculous. Like, I want to make a good impression. So yeah, that's fun.
I'm imagining a filters off type of scenario where it's like, hey man, let's go. Weird day out.
Yeah.
I'd probably say Nico, but that's just because he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my answer varies on where I am at the time.
Yeah, I can't give a good answer, because again, I'm just like paralyzed by my rejection sensitivity dysphoria, and yeah, we could.
We're valid.
It doesn't help that they also are ADHD. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Oh, I was just gonna say, I think I'd really like to see you just doing like an Avengers marathon with Nico, because although he may not get it, like, and Nico have very similar vibes with like some sass, and I would love to see that together.
I was just, yeah, I was just like, if I was going out with Percy, and I'm just imagining like hanging out with like some particular friends that I think would have the same energy as that, which is then just like basically me just walking around town until I literally am like, oh wait, my legs aren't that good for this. And like having like it almost collapsing at places and being like, okay, we truck onwards.
Yeah.
Movie marathons.
Yeah, movie marathons are fantastic. I'm currently marathoning. Well, not me. I don't know if it counts as a marathon if you don't watch them all out in one sit down. But I'm currently slow mode marathoning the MC universe with one of my friends right now. So, and we keep missing movie nights because my schedule is really chaotic. But it's fine. We'll eventually get through them all. So.
You made a special list.
Yeah. We're on Thor 2, so that's the next one to watch.
Yes.
We're actually
Marvel
not
movie
super
I saw.
excited for that one because it's Thor 2.
Wait, is Thor through the guy who's like the villain named Finn?
I don't remember the villain being named Finn, but
I remember that there was like one
I remember
like
his dark
villain in the
elf.
MCU where if you look up his name, it's just Finn.
Oh,
It's
I
like-
think that's
Finn.
isn't that Iron Man 3?
I don't know.
maybe that could be it. The bad
Yeah,
guys in
'cause-
Iron Man 3 is AIM, and then the bad guys in Thor 2 is the dark elves. I don't remember
Yeah,
the
it's
specific
like
names.
Malekith or something.
That sounds right. Yes, that sounds like the dark elf's name. Yes.
I forget which Marvel movie I'm on. I know it's a Thor one. I just
Ragnarok?
I don't think it's Ragnarok.
Ragnarok is a fantastic movie.
I don't think I'm that far into the timeline.
I'm currently not marathoning, I guess, because it's like over a long span at the same.
It's slow mode marathon.
Yeah, slow mode marathon. Because I've just bullied all my friends into watching Narnia with me again.
And I'm really sad that I slept through the first Narnia movie because I took a nap and I just like intended it to be a short nap and then I passed out for a while. So
No, you're valid.
sad vibes.
Which movie am I on?
What was it? No, but also it's just like the next day after it, like it was like the next day or the day thing where it was just like it's supposed to be a weekly thing, but you and Taylor were just like, nah, like, we're gonna watch Prince Caspian now.
We had
just
to
like
watch it for any warnings, and we're glad we did because there is one part where we are going to have to put a warning and be like, "Hey guys,
we don't know how this got a PG
again," because I was sobbing.
Isadora stated that she agrees that Ragnarok is a good movie, and I just, yes, I saw it 3 times within the first 24 hours of it coming out, unintentionally. It was not intentional. I went on a date the night that it came out, like for the premiere, to see it in IMAX, and it was really good. And then after I had already agreed to do that, though, my dad has this thing he likes to see movies at 10 a.m. And so my dad was like, "Hey, we should go see Thor Ragnarok at 10 a.m." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I went and saw it at like 8 p.m. the night it came out. Because we do all theaters do early releases at 8 p.m. And then I saw it the next morning at 10 a.m. And then that afternoon at like 2 p.m. One of my friends was like, "Hey, I have an extra ticket for Thor Ragnarok in IMAX because my aunt like dropped out. Do you want it? It's free." And I was like, I can't say no to a free IMAX ticket. So that's the story of how I saw Thor 3 times in
You say
theaters.
free?
Yeah.
by accident.
I was not planning to see it 3 times, but it still was good. It still held up. I don't hate the movie. I mean, I feel like if I saw most movies 3 times in opening, 24 hours, I would not like the movie as much, but I still love that movie, so.
I love the soundtrack so much from that movie.
Yes.
But yes, so that's my story. The only other movie I've seen multiple times in theaters, like more than 3 times, was Wonder Woman, but that was over the course of the entire length of the Wonder Woman being in theaters, so like a month or 2, not 24 hours.
Yeah, 24 hours is a little bit, a lot.
Yeah. Yes, I saw Captain Marvel twice within the first opening week, but that was to see it once with my husband and then once with my friend. So, Yes, I miss the movies though. That's like probably one of the biggest things I miss because of COVID is going to the movie theater. So
Yeah, that
But
was
yeah.
once
easy
a month.
planning out friends.
yeah.
I was really glad my birthday was like the beginning of March because I got to go see a movie for my birthday.
Mm.
For
I
renting.
can't remember what the last movie was I went and saw in theaters. I want to say I don't know. When did Captain Marvel come out? No, it probably was Endgame. I don't know.
I know which mine was because it was literally the weekend before we got locked down in the UK.
Mm.
It was Sing Along Frozen 2. It was a theater full of like children and their parents, me and my 3 friends belting.
I feel like I was going to go see Onward in theaters, but then COVID happened. It might have been Frozen. I don't know.
I can't remember the last one I saw. Oh wait.
Can I just say one thing that like Isadora just said that they realized I'm the only one not wearing glasses here.
Yes, we saw blind except for
I
Kelpie.
will go black.
Out of my whole family of terrible eyesight, I got a golden ticket.
Everyone else in the room can see. That's it. Send tweet.
I think it was Frozen. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through movie releases in February and March, and I didn't see any of the movies that came out in March. So,
I'm trying to remember the last movie I saw in theaters. I think it was Rocket Man. But I can't remember.
I
didn't
remember
see any of
movies
the
where I'm
movies
like,
in
that was
February.
a year ago. Like, that's not like.
It's hard for me to remember stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, what did you do last week? I'm like, I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm remembering like movies I
blur.
saw like a year ago or further, and I'm just like, no. Like,
I think it was Frozen. I don't know though. I'm gonna be obsessed with this question. Try to answer it definitively. I'm almost done scrolling through movie releases.
Wait, Frozen or Frozen 2?
Frozen 2. I used to go to the movies like pretty often. I thought it was monthly, but I guess not.
yo,
Hey!
Hey,
Harvey.
we're trying to figure out what was the last movie we saw in theaters.
Last movie we saw in theaters? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know because I wasn't even like going to the theater because I was at school, and the closest theater we had to like take like a 20-minute hike to go to Georgetown to see movies. So I think the last time I went and saw a movie was winter break, and I think I saw either Little Women or Frozen 2.
I thought. Wait, when did Frozen 2 come out?
Like
I think it
It
came out
came out in
in
November. Okay, so the last
Yeah.
movie I saw was Jumanji: The Next Level. That was the last movie I saw in theaters.
Wait. It came out in November for you guys?
Yeah, Frozen
Yeah,
2. Frozen 2 came out in November.
For us.
I live on an island, so we get it a month after the rest of the UK gets it. So it came out in February and March.
That's when Onward came out for us.
Here.
Onward came out in the end of February for us, and then Frozen came out in November, and then yes, the last movie I saw was Jumanji: Next Level. That makes sense. I remember that now.
I do remember there being a bunch of memes about like Americans seeing Frozen first and then like.
Hello, chat. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm missing the Harvey High things.
Okay, it was definitely Jumanji: Next Level. Sorry, I just for a second I was like maybe it was Maleficent 2, but then that came out in October. So
No, yeah, I saw
Maybe.
Little Women in theaters and I cried. And my grandfather was like, "Yeah, I didn't think it was that good." I was like, "How did you not think it was good?"
I appreciated it, but the problem for me was that I went and saw it with like my best friend here who's Italian, and there's one line in it which is just it's the Italian in him. The rest of the movie we could not keep a straight face. It was just us whispering that line to each other over and over.
That's a
Valid.
I would have done the same thing if I went with my roommate who was Italian.
I did the same thing if I went with one of my friends who is Italian as well.
Yes.
Except I went with my grandfather, so instead there was just me falling and my grandfather just watching the movie, and then afterwards my grandfather was like, it's okay, and me going,
Masterpiece.
yes.
Yeah.
You plan.
Rainer is assisting me in further derailing conversations by asking to all, if this hasn't been asked yet, favorite Narnia movie/book.
Here's the reason why I'm so sad I missed Narnia when. I've only seen, like, I haven't seen Narnia since I was, like, a kid, and I think I only saw, like, the first movie, and I really loved it when I first saw it, but then I, like, never really got around. I think I maybe watched part of one of the other movies, so I've been meaning to watch the Narnia franchise again at some point, and then I missed my opportunity to watch it with you guys, and I'm like, dang it.
Wait, it's a franchise? I thought it was one movie.
No, it's a franchise.
Oh,
Movies.
But
Three, and
Hazel,
then there's also the BBC specials, so.
yeah, the 1989. But Hazel, we can arrange another time and we can watch it again.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll let you know when I probably sometime in October.
Please at me. Anyway, but I really like the Caspian movie. And book-wise, as a kid, I was a big fan of The Silver Chair. As an adult, I really like The Last Battle. So I think that says something about me as a person. I don't know what.
I think it means you're ready for the apocalypse.
Yes! Exactly.
No.
Because, like, for me, my favorite movie is definitely Prince Caspian. And my favorite book has always been either Prince Caspian or Dawn Treader. And I got my Dawn Treader jacket today.
I love
Flips collar.
I mean, I'm wearing Jason Grace ears made by our lovely Ashley. It's a girl cosplay, so you know, we vibe.
Oh, you know what? I have a good question to follow this up. It's not from the chat, but it's because we're talking about movies. What movie is on everybody's bucket list as like next movie they want to watch? Like they're trying to find a time to watch. I can go first while you guys think if that helps.
Go ahead.
I really want to watch The Outlaw King on Netflix because my dad has my younger sibling looked up my dad's like split number. I'm not gonna actually say it. I mean, it's gonna be pretty defined, but the number on that split coordinated with basically a year that I think Robert the Bruce became king or was born or something like that. One of those years, a year associated with Robert the Bruce, which led my dad to do some research on Robert the Bruce and then discover that my family is direct descendants, like 22nd, he's like 22nd great grandfather, like directly descended through one of his daughters. And so then my dad and my brother watched The Outlaw King, and were like, it was really good. It was really, really gory, but it was really good. So it's on my bucket list to watch now, and I'm just waiting for a time when my husband is able to watch it with me. So
As a Scot who studied it, like it's not 100% accurate, no movies are, but it's an amazing retelling. I adored it as like from a historic perspective as well as just enjoying the movie.
Yeah, I watched a video on a historical video talking about Robert the Bruce, and I was like, wow, I'm proud that I'm related to this dude. Like, good, because I wasn't sure by the name. I was like, he could have been a good guy or a bad guy, and then historically, I think he was pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Well, my next one is more of like what I'm next gonna watch, is because like me and Taylor decided like, oh, our Netflixes are different. Let's just watch them together. So we watched Howl's Moving Castle recently, and there was like a halfway point where we had to pause the movie because we kept on laughing together over the stairs scene. You know that scene?
Oh.
We were dying. And what was it? So basically, we were looking at each other's Netflix, and I realized that, like, the Americans have Song of the Sea, and I don't, which is a crime because that's an Irish movie.
Oh,
I was so angry. So next one, because and so Taylor saw how upset I was and was just like, we can watch it. I have it literally right here. And so that's the next one up, and I can't wait. And then we're gonna probably watch Ponyo with Julia.
Speaking of Ghibli movies, I don't really have like a watch list of like the next movie I'm gonna watch, but I do want to watch more Ghibli movies because I've only seen The Secret of Arrietty, Ponyo, and Howl, and I want to watch more. And so I have like this bucket list of like movies to watch. So that's on my like list of things to watch. But that's like specifically like on my date night movie list to watch. Does that make sense? Because I have like a separate movie list of things that like I want to watch on my own, but I don't know that I want to watch with my partners.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, and I specifically want to watch Outlaw King with my husband. I guess a better way I could have phrased my question is like, what is a movie you haven't seen that you want to see?
That's not a movie.
I don't have like this one's next, but like I have like a
or like which movie have you not seen that you really want to see, like you most want to see next? Because I also really want to see Wonder Woman 1984.
I want to see that so bad.
I'm so mad that it didn't come out because of COVID. Upset. And then I went to Dairy Queen and they had the Wonder Woman 1984 like special March Cup things, and I was like, "You're taunting me!" And like it was supposed to come out, but it didn't. Like, why are you still using these cups?
I think like so I made a video and I showed it to some of my friends because it was a video of Phobos and I was going for the vibe of like him taunting someone in their dreams, and they told me that I need to cosplay the Joker. So now I need to research this because I've always been a Marvel stan rather than DC.
Hey, if you want some Discord servers, I can hook you up. I know good.
You're looking at the biggest DC fan I know.
I need a list of movies to watch to Joker's psyche. Movies and TV shows. I will take Mark Hamill Joker in a heartbeat.
Mark Hamill Joker. I think that the new Joker movie is interesting. I wouldn't say that it's like a good like understanding of who the Joker is as a person. I'd recommend reading the Death of the Family comics line, and also a heavy content warning for anybody in the audience. Like, don't just go into it's the Joker. You're gonna see like blood and gore, and it's bad. And then also, I think Batman the Animated Series has just good characterizations all around. If you're ever
Yes. I love the animated series so much. It's so good. Like,
I think that's a good basis. Batman the Animated Series, Death in the Family. I think Death in the Family is just like something you need. Every person who's trying to get into DC has to read to kind of understand, specifically the Bat Family. And then I recommend. I think everybody should watch the Joker movie if they're trying to understand the Joker, but also not accept it as canon. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Could you send me the full list after the stream?
Has no backstory. There is no backstory there.
There is not.
I see.
Wait. Sorry, no, mind. Ignore me.
But also, if you want to just like be a DC nerd, watch Young Justice so that I can talk about it.
I was watching that at one point, but then I dropped off.
That does I don't know. I like the movie and TV and film entertainment questions. So I wanted to answer a favorite movie because I feel like I have to say I'm obligated to say Cars because I've dug myself so deep into the Cars. But I have to say Cars 1 and 3 as a pair is like favorite movie, but not as a pair. I wouldn't say they're my favorite movie, but as a pair, they're my favorite movie. I feel like I have to say that because I've entrenched myself.
Dominating the conversation, and Ava and Juniper haven't really said anything. Do you guys want to say anything before we move on to the next conversation?
Yes.
I can't think of anything.
There's a lot.
I have a TV show I want to watch.
Ooh, what one?
I want to watch the second season of the Umbrella Academy.
Oh my god, it's so good. I recommend it.
Highly.
Is that on Netflix?
I literally, I got back into listening to Sunny on loop again, thanks to it. Fuck.
Also, Hazel, I hope you know that I still have bookmarked that Amazon that specific car's merch that costs a lot, but if you ever have room in your house, I'm buying it straight away.
It's hard.
I feel like I had to say that because I've entrenched myself so deep, and like I do like the movies a lot as a pair. As a pairing, they don't like Cars 1 on its own and Cars 2 on its own don't make the top of my favorite movie list, but as a pair, they definitely do because I really think it's great character arc. Like I just think the character arc is really good. Lightning has a great character arc.
Oh wait, can I just say something about Howl's Moving Castle,
Yeah.
like, real quick? Because it was basically me and Taylor watching it last night and being like, oh my god, like, how do people keep on not bringing it up? It's like, Howl's Moving Castle is a huge anti-war movie, and it's really it's so good. It's like a brilliant anti-war movie, but no one talks about it. Also, people bring up the fact that Hal's hair poofs up like a bird, and I'm like, he is a bird.
We're doing this to have Hal hair. Listen, I have aspirations in life, and that is it.
I know. But it's like because like every time I look up anything to do with Howl's Moving Castle, everybody's just like, the huge anti-war part of it. I don't see it. The cute soundtrack in the flower field, that's all I see.
Kelpie, what if
Yes.
you want to go to Japan with me in 2023? 2023, is that what it is?
Yes, what was it? Hey, here's the thing. I'm actually supposed to go to Japan anyway because one of my friends is doing a language course over there, and so I'm down. I'm very down. Harvey frozen.
Oh. Harvey, you want a Kelpie?
What was it, Harvey? I am going.
Oh, I remember something. Oh, sorry, Harvey has something. I'm not sure who's talking.
No, Harvey's typing, but go ahead, Hazel.
Okay, I was just gonna say, I don't feel like this count. Like it's not. I wouldn't say his favorite movie like that. I would say Dragon Prince on Netflix is really good. But I just really loved the. I'm gonna say as vaguely as possible, but like kind of the big final, climactic point of season 2 of Dragon Prince, and it made me really want to see my favorite book series, Fate Haven, as a movie because I think it would be or TV series because I think it would that final climatic point of Dragon Prince 2 season 2. I think would have translated really well equally for the book I really want to see as a movie. So,
we were talking Crave movie. I never actually answered the question.
Okay.
I like Howl's Moving Castle, which we did kind of talk about, but Premiere 2019, you should watch it.
Yes, Premiere.
Cops X Criminals is out. Firefighter X Arsonist is in.
Yes. It is so good. The 3D animation, the 2D animation blended together is amazing. The character designs are wacky as hell, but they're so good.
I want to Gallo so badly. I just have to eat my titty. It's fine.
What about Juniper and Angel? What's your guys' favorite movies?
Oh yes.
No, it's fine. I don't really know.
Most of the Studio Ghibli movies.
You mean like this?
Yes.
I don't really know because I don't watch a lot of movies.
Valid.
I mostly just binge stuff at once.
Valid.
Mine is probably just the old Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Ooh,
I
that's
watched
good.
That was a good movie.
I want to make Sarah's dress from that.
Yes. So we have another question. To all Greek or Roman?
I'm gonna be honest, Greek. Yes.
Greek.
Sorry. Rome, no. I'm sorry. Greek, yes.
I mean, I think I wouldn't have any issues with Camp Half-Blood, but I kind of think I would do better at Camp Jupiter, just personally. Like, I'd probably enjoy Camp Half-Blood more, but the structure at Camp Jupiter would probably actually be better for me. So.
That's valid. I would would die at, at Camp Jupiter. That's my connecting dot. Like I'm not built for that.
I would open a store at Camp Jupiter, but I don't think I could do all the training they do.
Oh,
I personally
About this. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm a big fan of the Romans. I really do.
Yeah.
They're funky. However, I both do better in a structured environment, so I probably like do pretty decently in the Romans, but also my father's in the military, so I know that I would be terrible in that form, in like that structure. So I'm gonna go with Greek.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it as the camps, just as the concept of Greece or Rome.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, still Greece.
That's why I went very strongly Greek. But if it was the camps, I might. I
As
feel
the
like if it was
concept,
the camps, I
still
might go
Greece, but
Rome.
also fuck Athens. Continuing on.
Can I just travel between them?
Yes. I mean, if it's a question of Greek or Roman, as in the demigod camps, concept, mortal, no monsters. We already have enough on our plates.
Actually, I was thinking about like, you know how like everybody's like Camp Jupiter versus Camp Half-Blood, but like with the Kane Chronicles, like there's literally life houses all around. I can't pronounce them properly, but I call them life houses. But those
I think
literal
it's like borough?
yeah,
Boroughs.
it's the boroughs. They're literal mansions all around the world that like they just take planes and magic portals to, and I'm just like these two camps that are stuck at these like one locations or literal houses all around the world with protective magic over them.
Choices.
I will say, like, yeah, I didn't even consider, actual Greeks and Romans, and I would say Greeks are what the actual Romans, because, yeah.
Yeah, I have my problems with ancient Greece, but not as much as I do with ancient Rome.
Rome, yeah.
I have my problems with ancient Greece, hence me saying screw Athens, but also
Yeah.
I had to read as part of my degree the other day an article from an archaeologist recently who's saying, oh, you know what, guys, Nero's not as bad as like people say. Like, yeah, he may have murdered his mother and 20 senators and like his brother, but sometimes you just feel like you need to murder people and let it out.
What?
Yeah. So
When you
people
were saying
now there's a whole movement in archaeology now to try and recast Nero as the good guy.
Keps, you know what that has the same energy as?
What?
Actually, you know what? I'm more supportive of those kids on Tumblr who are simping over Nero because they're like, yes, we acknowledge he's a bad dude, but one specific design of him, that's better. That's better than this man. That's what I'm trying to say.
This is like an Oxford-educated, like 6-year-old white man. It makes sense.
I just relate to him too much, guys. So now I'm gonna write a book justifying it.
Oh wow, Boris
I'm
Johnson
murder.
about Churchill. Anyway, moving on.
That was a bomb. Let's just leave that there.
History memes, guys. This is not what we came here for, I'm sure.
Right, we should get back on chaos. So anyway,
Greek?
you know my favorite Roman? Don the Fawn. Because Harvey is here to defend himself against this.
No, Don the Fawn is a good character. Your Don is the Fawn. Your Don is an eldritch being that is separate. That's why I had to break it down.
I do
My
love
Don
that.
is wholesome. He got adopted by, like the people at Camp Half-Blood at like 6 in the morning.
No, I'm just always just like you were just like, okay, we're gonna be on panels together. What should I do with the characters we have together? Enemies.
Yeah. We really do be like that. We're like, you know what? Will and Nico, only romantic couple. Every other whipheaders,
They're ready
hate
to
each
fight
other.
each other. I just remember the long texting conversation we had because I think it was like you were going to be Will and I was going to be Talia on something.
Yeah.
And we were just like, Talia is going to murder you and you're going to be okay with it. like we were planning on opening the stream of me pointing at my bow at you and you being like, fair, I understand.
Yeah. The problem is I'm annoying, but I also know it, so it's valid. I'm that person that if they got stabbed would be like, yeah, that's fair.
Do you want to keep this or can I have it?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I was apparently losing audio rights earlier, and I'm reading back
a little bit.
You should see when this happens in D&D, and he's just yelling at his camera. And like, listen, I have no chill. I'm not gonna apologize for it.
It's my favorite thing.
Oh, in case anybody's wondering, Keps is. I know I'm saying Keps. His name is Caspian. I have another Eldritch being non-binary friend whose name is Caspian, therefore this Caspian is Keps. It makes sense.
Is this going to be a
because
theme?
They were originally going to call me Rex because King Caspian, and then I was like,
And I
yes,
said
make me
no.
king, and I immediately got demoted to Princeps.
And then I said, no, that's too much power, and so I demoted him to Prince. So Leps is short for Princeps, which is Latin for prince. It was a whole thought process in my head. It makes sense. So we got Keps and Cass. They are different people. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so Keps is the DM for D&D. So Keps is at the end of a lot of my losing audio rights and yelling.
I still remember
It happened in class.
Yay!
I honestly, I don't take any blame for anything that happens in D&D because Harvey was the one that flirted with Dionysus.
You did that by
consciously chose
choice.
to flirt with Dionysus.
You did that
didn't
by
know
choice.
he was Dionysus.
No. Everybody else is just like, don't.
Then you
to
found
begin
out
with.
and you continued.
No, Cass almost did. Taylor's character almost did, and then I did. I just happened to roll better on my charisma check. But then I learned, and then I kept doing it, but in my defense, at that point in time, my character was tipsy. So, that's it.
No, he wasn't. He was still sober at that point.
You're still sober? I don't care.
Oh,
Jasper just be like that, okay? Okay.
Well, listen, at least your character doesn't keep on giving the killing blow to things and is a 15-year-old baby. Just accidentally murdering.
Really is gonna have trauma from that.
Yeah, Zan has a lot of trauma. This one kept on exerting it.
Getting us
Zan
back on track.
Drama right there.
Zan had public
Yeah.
breakdowns and this
Getting
was
us back on
walking.
track. What's everyone's favorite PJO or Heroes of Olympus ship? Asked by Darlene Jeffries.
I think everybody knows mine. I would like.
Yes.
I don't think that I need to answer. Do I need to answer?
For the people who don't know at home.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know at home, it's Jessica. Or Jaina. I also really dig Jaina. Just give Jason an emo / like just darker aesthetic girl / boyfriend that can and will beat him up.
We cracked the code.
But also we cracked the code. Also, somebody said that they like my blue hair, and thank you.
I didn't look at the chat.
Is, Lee X Scottish accent. Because I just think it's really neat. I have no evidence supporting the argument that Lee is Scottish. All I have is a lot of emotions
Wait.
about the concept of Lee
No,
going up and being very aggressively Scottish.
No, dude, I have the book right here. It says right at page whatever the fuck.
Did you guys see my message? It was like,
Scottish.
I hate that my brain, when asked for evidence, Merida as evidence, which
I hate the fact that my first Lee video was with Merida Audio.
There you go. That's it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's all I got. Anyway, everybody else's favorite ship, besides Lee X Scottish accent and Jessica and Jaina.
I really like Frazzle.
Yeah, that's very cute.
Yeah, because they understand each other's problems and they share so much with each other before they start getting really intimate.
Mm. Yeah. What was it? I can't pick a favorite ship for the life of me. I said this joke before. I'm pansexual for a reason. I can't pick stuff. I can't. It's a difficulty of mine. So usually when I hear about ships, I always find something that I'm like, oh, that is cute and amazing. Yes, Caspian?
What about the ship Mossy Bones?
No, I swear to God. I hate y'all.
I haven't had to do this yet.
Wait,
Bones.
no, Harvey.
I have a little.
No, Harvey, my present came today.
Yeah.
Oh?
What was it? I missed Caspian's actual birthday, so I sent a birthday gift.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff happened on both Taylor and Mai's actual birthdays that made them kind of suck. So instead, we had our September birthdays because we're Leos and we have to redo it if it's not perfect. And Kelpie got me some D&D dice that have like fake little skulls and moss in them.
Oh my God. So you. That's
involving
so you. Yeah, that, yeah. That's it. That's all I gotta say. In character for both of you. That's it. That's all I got.
Lost for words.
No, it's not really lost for words. I would like to say another non-canon ship that I think deserves more love, which slaps, is Frank x Leo.
Yes.
No Hazel, just Frank and just Leo. I need more content. That's it.
Isadora Jane's also reminded me of so they said one of their favorite ships now is Bobby L x Dionysus, and I fully agree.
I hate it here.
Sorry, Angel, what we
Ship-wise.
Not answer this question.
I'm gonna say what is Kelpie? Just gonna say that.
It's hard to pick, like, just one.
Harvey did remind me that I do have Nico x Jason content in my drafts.
I still have like Solangelo content in my drafts that I haven't like posted out of spite.
I love it. Hey, remember when I literally got to a Nico cosplay in 10 minutes just to duet your Jason stuff out of spite?
Yes, your Nico is so cursed.
Wait, Hazel.
Boy Nico.
What's your favorite ship?
I don't know. I have a hard time doing favorite ships. I do really like Prosopeth. Just, you know, I think they're cute. And then I also really like Jaina and Thena, like, equally. Like, basically, Reyna and either of the Grace siblings is great. So.
Yes, you're so right.
Mm-hmm.
I ship them equally. So, yes.
Love it. I have not been reading the chat at all.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, just watching it go. And
I have like no questions from the chat so far.
That just,
Y'all can read.
yeah.
No, it's just like what was it? I need something to fidget
I did
with.
see somebody though say that they liked my headband. It is. Oh, hello. Can you guys hear me?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody say that they liked my headband. It is actually by Ash. It's Your Girl Cosplay. I am not sponsored. This is me just rambling because I love it. This is not sponsored. It's from It's Your Girl Cosplay. Fancy fandom ears on Etsy. They're Jason themed, so it says Pontifex Maximus. It's got a little brick and a little stapler. Although this isn't how they normally come. They normally come with Lightning Boy on them. And then it's got the sword and the eagle and lightning. And I think that they're cool. And they have all of the 7 plus Nico and Raina and Will. And you guys should go check them out.
I love them.
Oh, and Grover. They also have Grover.
I was
So,
like,
Yes, of course they have Grover.
of course she has Grover. Would it be Ash if she didn't have Grover? That's
True.
the real question.
you're right.
Is Gatsbian?
What you're raising your hand.
So I fully don't expect any other people to answer this, but Vedika asked if we have any theories, thoughts, expectations for Tower of Nero. But the thing is, I have a theory, and Kelpie has heard my theory before. My theory is that, so basically what's going to happen is everyone who has ever died just in the world comes back to life as a ghost. They just party. Then apocalypse. Apart from you find out, you were wondering why Will and Nico were missing for the entirety of this book. You find out in the next book that it's because they were in Scotland at Loch Ness on vacation. Scotland has not been affected. Nico, but you do see Nico at the beginning is there in the jaws of the Loch Ness monster while Will is trying to save him. And it does like a full record screech. I bet you're wondering how I got here. And they pan back, them going into the Celtic gods and just trying to vibe with the Celtic gods and then realizing this is not the same vibe as the Greeks and the Romans. And it's them trying to interact with the gods and the Fae. And then has to be saved by Will from the Loch Ness monster. And it turns out the Loch Ness monster was just hungry because of overfishing and pollution in Loch Ness. And they're friends.
I would like to say when Caspian was coming up with this theory, I was informing them of stuff that was happening in the Trials of Apollo because they haven't read it. At that point, you had not read it yet, and you were saying, you were just saying stuff like, what if this character shows up? Like, they haven't showed up before. And I was like, yes, they have in the first book.
So basically,
okay,
I think it's going to be a rave and the apocalypse and Loch Ness monster. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Wasn't the Loch Ness monster just because we were joking about taking a trip around in cosplay?
I hate it. Okay, so I would like to answer. Can I answer a question really quick, and then we should probably find a good ending question.
Yes.
So I got a question, and it was, Harvey, what's your favorite Young Justice? I think it was character and ship. My favorite Young Justice character is Wally West. I have a Wally West plush in my room somewhere. My room's a little bit of a mess right now, so I don't know exactly where, but Wally West. And then my favorite ship is probably Spitfire or Bird Flash. Again, it's just himbo X, a character who can and will beat him up. I have a type.
It's a strong.
So that's my favorite Young Justice characters and ships. You're all welcome if you're in the Discord server, which is in the link tree. You're all always welcome to just talk about Young Justice with me. Hit me up. I have a problem. It's fine.
What was it? I'm not gonna say, but it is like I have basically from that one Pacific server, it's basically just me like waking up every morning and just like a wall of text of that Pacific A you're doing, and I'm just like DC stuff. I
have a DC AU I'm working on. It's very, yes, I'm working on writing things for it now, so that gets out of this random Discord server into actual world. Actually,
I know, but it's just like I'm just like, oh yeah, Harvey's a big DC fan. Like, yeah, I know that. And then like I go into that server, and then I'm like, oh, Harvey is really a big DC fan with a lot of knowledge.
I'm not a DC fan. I'm honestly not. I'm not that big of a DC fan. Like, I'm a bigger fan. I'd say I'm probably a bigger Marvel fan. I know more about Marvel. I've read more Marvel. I've seen every Marvel movie. I have not seen every DC movie, although that's probably a thing. I haven't seen all of the animated stuff. I have read minimal. It's mostly like extra knowledge, like through osmosis, that I've gotten from the internet.
And it might be because I just see you talking about it more so than Marvel that I'm just like,
That's fair.
if I need DC stuff, I go to Harvey.
That's fair. I will do my best to help, but there is no guarantee because I'm not that big of a nerd as I appear. But anyway, good ending question. Anybody have a good ending question?
I thought you were saying that was the ending question. I was like, oh, okay then. But my brain was slow. It's okay.
No, I was saying we need a good one.
Yes,
I
yes.
wanted to answer this with a specific question because somebody asked, and
Yes, no, that's totally fine. My brain did not catch up, and I was like, oh, okay, good. I mean, it's fine. We can end the panel on Harvey's love for DC. And osmosis observation of facts for DC.
The only question that I see is like, what's your favorite character to cosplay? But I'm like, I know that like that's asked a lot before.
I mean, we could do that as the last question though, but
You don't have to. I was just scrolling up a bit.
Right to the start of this stream. Let's see what happened then. Oh, I can't do that. This is so sad. Alexa, play this.
Okay.
I see a question, but if I answer the question, I'm going to start asking about it. Like, asking in weird, like, specific questions about, like, the definitions of these things. I hope you guys know.
I know which one you're looking at. Do not.
I fear which one.
We're all on the same level.
I know what food talk gets here.
Oh, okay. I know
oh
which
wait,
one.
I see a question that I think would be good. If you guys want to do it, favorite cosplay as our final question.
Favorite cosplay.
Yeah, because I know mine.
I know
But
mine.
we can probably go in order unless Juniper wants to go first, unless you need time to think.
No, I have one.
Okay, we'll go in order then.
It's one I'm kind of in the middle of, but I have to make more props. It's Nagisa from Assassination Classroom.
Oh yes. What was I love that.
Alan is next to me going, yes!
I love that.
Cosplay.
Mike writes.
Oh,
Ava's
it's my
next, right?
it's my turn. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I was waiting for somebody else to go. It's okay. I'm trying to do work at the same time as panel. It's not working.
You're valid.
So my favorite cosplay right now is Avatar Kyoshi. I'm really excited about this cosplay, and I actually bought stilts and I've been practicing with them because I want to fully commit to being. I can't remember how. This is embarrassing. I think she's like 6 foot something. I had the number
She's
in my
like
head.
6'8" or 7 or something like
I had
ridiculously tall like that.
canon number. I can't remember how
Yeah.
tall she was, but the stilts I bought make me the height that she is. I just can't remember the number for the life of me right now. It doesn't matter. My stilts make me that height. So I bought stilts for the cosplay, and I just once I'm done, I'm planning to make this cosplay as soon as I have time. So as soon as my seasonal job wraps up, just because I'm really excited about this cosplay, and as soon as my sewing machine is fixed because I sewed too much leather with it for my job. So don't sew leather with sewing machines that are not built for it, because leather will screw it over. Yeah. But yes, my favorite cosplay is Avatar Kyoshi. I'm actually planning to also do Suki. The unfortunate thing is that Kyoshi and Suki's costumes, their pants are the same, but their tops are different. And the pants are the one thing I cannot share between costumes because my stilts are gonna need really long pants.
Mm.
So I have to make 2 separate pairs of pants and 2 separate tops, even though, yeah. Anyways, I can share the makeup, that's it.
Makeup the only thing you can share for that.
Yeah, even though it seemed like usually, the cost is pretty interchangeable, but no.
I would say I have like 2, one for next year and one for this year.
Mhm.
The one for this year is Wendy from Fairy Tale. Then Haru from Oran.
Love that.
Just like someone go, trying to fuzz.
Hello.
Do I go?
Caps?
Me?
Caps next.
So
Oh,
I
okay.
have since this jacket has just come in, I have specifically for some scenes in Dawn Treader Caspian wore a jacket very much like this. So I'm using these for these scenes. And that's going to be a lot of work because for Caspian's Dawn Treader beard, I do like individual beard hair. So it takes about 2 hours to get in, 2 hours to get into that beard. But it's worth it. It's all duetable content for Leandel cosplayers, Kelpie.
Okay.
But
I got it.
PJO wise, I'm just planning to go through most of the Apollo cabin. So I'll probably be doing either Kayla or Michael next. And then I'll probably go through the Ares cabin after that. All those
Yes.
many Ares children.
All 3 of them at best.
Healthy?
My big cosplay plan right now is actually just like finally sewing together it's Nico's sword. I'm trying to cosplay a humanoid version of Nico's sword, and I literally have all the fabric, the stencils, and like all of that stuff sorted. I just need to actually sew it together and finish off the actual sword I have made that's looking at me, and I keep on being like, I'll get to you. I have all the stuff to do it. I just need to completely put the pieces together and it will be done and over. But I'm also there's also cosplays that I've done on stream that I haven't done anything on TikTok of, and I kind of really want to do some of them now. I'm actually getting motivated to do that again. Yes.
So I guess I have like 3 answers here. I'm not even sorry about it. So I guss I have 4 answers, but one I can't say anything because it's a secret cosplay. So you'll see that when cons start happening again. I have I have cos plans for Bart Allen Impulse, not Kid Flash, but also Kid Flash anyway. I have plans for Bart Allen, but it's specifically somebody I know who redesigned his costume. It's a really good costume. Anyway, I'm very excited to make this. I have plans, and then the next 2, I have plans I just bought supplies, so Scene Kid Jason is on his way.
Yes.
I'm very excited. And then, shut up. And then I have, sorry, my friend is giving me messages as I'm on stream. Anyway, then the last one is actually an OC, but I also ordered something I needed to cosplay him. Actually, Kelpie, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a Sandersides OC. It's my morality. I got Philly's little heart glasses. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited because their look is insane.
Their look is a lot.
Yes, it is.
But it's fantastic. It's wonderful. Their look is chef's kiss. Anyway, I basically said put as many hearts on this person as you can. That's it.
How many hearts do you want on this? Yes.
Hearts in yellow. Go. And that's Philly. That's the entire concept. But I actually have to go. I actually had a meeting I was supposed to be at 6. So I love you all.
Right? Yeah, we're gonna
Harvey.
wrap up the panel too, but
Okay. Harvey. Okay.
Okay.
okay, yeah, so
Hazel,
we're
would
gonna
you like to do the honors?
yes, we're gonna I mean I don't have any affiliation with Paulos, so someone else can do that part. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up the stream. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us. And actually, I'm going to draw this out just a second longer because I spaced and didn't finish the end card. So that's going to take 2 seconds. 1 sec.
That's Aurora, she's
Oh.
fragile.
Loving Aurora hours every hour.
Yeah. Just because the gods are real doesn't mean science isn't.
Wear a
Wash
mask.
your hands. Clean your phones.
Yes.
Drink water.
Remember to eat at least 2 meals a day if you can, or
You're the protagonist of your own story. Don't let anyone make you think otherwise.
It's important.
Um,
I'm almost
spicy food is good.
Yes. Try and learn how to bake something. Yeast is scary, but once you it isn't that scary. When you actually learn how to use it, it's really not. It's really just waiting. You just have to wait for an hour.
Craft is
Yeah.
great for serotonin. Only use good, safe things for making fake bloods.
Yes.
That's for
Do not
very
ingest
added.
anything that isn't edible.
I didn't do that. Don't worry. It was hot sauce. It's fine.
Terrible.
I may have used hot
Um,
sauce for fake blood at one point. I do
Yeah.
not recommend. However, I might do it again at some point. It worked really well. But probably not. I won't. It was pretty painful.
Uh, it's okay to stem. Don't be afraid to stem. If you're worked up or anything.
Oh.
Yes, I've been doing that all streams. Don't let me shuffle cards because.
Aurora is
Okay.
fragile, and I love her so much.
And I'm almost there.
Be nice. Be nice, Aurora.
Please, she needs 10 breaks.
Okay, there we go. I did it. I finished the end card. We can actually say goodbye now. I'm sorry. I got so distracted, guys. It's been a time. So, yes,
It's
thank you all
okay.
for hanging out with us when we drew out this very long goodbye. And yeah, be safe. Okay, bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Bonsoir.
That's.
Hey guys, it's Hazel the Radar. I just wanted to say real fast, thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with us. I want to say a big thank you to our patrons, Jasmine, Luke, and Tiffany, and to our YouTube members, Aurora, Aegean, NB Productions, and Elijah. Thank you guys all so much for supporting the channel and also just supporting the channel by watching. So, thanks so much for helping, and helping by watching the streams and for putting up this. So, a reminder too, Friday is our next live stream, and it's going to be happening 3 hours earlier than usual. It's still just a normal 1 hour in here live stream, but it's going to start at 11 a.m. I realize now that of course it's 11 p.m. It's going to start at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you all so much for watching and enjoy this outro music.